the World Health Organization was a criminal racketeering organization as defined by the Sherman Act and the Clayton Act. And by that I mean interlocking directorates defined under the Clayton Act, racketeering and express market domination and market controls, all of which are defined under the Sherman Act. This was a violation of the law when it was set up in the 1940s. And we have to go back to the foundation of what the WHO is and recognize since 1953, it has been exclusively a vaccine-promoting enterprise for the benefit of the people who have commercial interest in vaccines. If you read their opening charter and all of the hearings that gave rise to their opening charter from Bretton Woods in July of 1944 to its actually founding charter in 1950 and 53, what's missing from those conversations is who is writing the checks. And back then, and you can look, and it's all in a matter of public record, Rockefeller Foundation and the Wellcome Trust were the check writers. Giant surprise. Why were they writing the check for establishing the World Health Organization? And if you think it was because we wanted to have information sharing and research and scientific collaboration, then you're actually not reading the actual records from those meetings, because those records were about distribution of drugs. Those were ways in which we could actually force drugs onto countries so that they actually had to take dumped drugs that were dumped out of Germany, the UK, and the US, and they had to adopt those. So you're right. I mean, exactly what you're saying. In an interconnected world where we have air travel and sea travel and we have all of the flow of people, we absolutely should have the ability to monitor and surveil the condition of health so that we have an awareness that says, hey, there's a problem, let's intervene. But the problem is that we have to have a financially disinterested party making those determinations and making those surveillance observations. Because the minute the people who have a financial incentive to have gain from the decision to declare a pandemic, the minute they're the ones who are collecting data, guess what data they collect? Giant shock. They're going to collect the data that actually justifies their existence. As long as the financial interest that dictates what product is going to be promoted is the one making the declaration of the pandemic, we have no possibility for accountability. We have no possibility for justice. And what we do is we allow people who were formed out of the eugenics office, Carnegie Mellon in 1913, that same group of people that were the same group of people that established the World Health Organization in 1953, that same group of people are the ones who are making this decision. And I don't know how you feel about eugenics, but I have a problem with it.